A matter of seconds. Let's see. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. You know what? My phone's about to die. A ver. Before Junior comes and asks for his charger, we're gonna have to use his charger. Dude, don't tell me he broke the charger. Is that why it's here? Oh, it's not broken. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna be on here until, hi, I'm back. Until Junior comes for his charger, because I'm sure he's gonna want it. Then I'll have to get off because I don't have my charger. Okay, so my shells are already pre-cooked. Sorry, guys. Don't mind the guys, you guys. Somebody's sharing me to some weird ass shit to have these guys come on here, which is okay. I don't care. Let them. Thanks for the video, boo. Thanks. Okay, ricotta cheese. I know I was forgetting something, so I'm gonna put it in here, in this big old mixing bowl. The whole thing, okay? I'm gonna start with one and save this and see what happens. Then you go in with mozzarella cheese. Boom. My stove is already ready to go. And then Parmesan cheese. Y luego se le echa un huevo. Y luego it's 7 o'clock. It's not late. I would have been done earlier, but I had to go get this. I had to go to the store to get this. And this literally takes 15 minutes to cook. It's just cheese, girl. The shells are already cooked. So it's literally 15 minutes and the oven's ready to go. So it's not late. This is our normal time. Sometimes I do it earlier, but since I had to work today, so I wasn't able to go to the grocery store. Because I got home too late yesterday, and then I had to work today. So I didn't go to the grocery store till afterwards. And then I came home and started making it, and then I had to go to the store. So realistically, not by choice, we're eating right now. But this is super easy to cook and make. 15 minutes in the oven and it's done. Hi, Nelly. We eat at this time as well. Yeah, normally I try to do it sooner. Like I've been doing really good about cooking early, so that way we can eat around 5 or 6. But at the end of the day, normally Michael gets home around this time, so, and I wait for him to eat, so it doesn't really matter. Sauce, I'm gonna use the Prego Traditional. You need cake pan. I got 2 of them right here because I'm gonna make 2 of them. So we'll have enough to even eat tomorrow. There'll be enough. So I like to pour it on the bottom. Let me do one first and see what happens. We put the sauce on the bottom, like so, as much sauce as you want. And put more. Like this. Any sauce you want. I use the traditional Prego sauce. And then this is what the sauce looks like. I don't want to pick up the phone because then to put you guys back. And like I said, my shells were already, they're already boiled and stuff and cooling. I just literally didn't get to start right away because I had to go get ricotta cheese. Or we would have already been eating at this point, to be honest. So you get your shell. You gotta boil these. Don't over boil them. You wanna boil them till before they're still a little hard. So whenever you put them in the oven for 15 minutes, that's when they're gonna finish cooking. If you fully cook these, they fall apart and then the cheese will not stay in place. So you have to make sure that it's still a tad bit hard, because keep in mind it's gonna cook for 15 minutes, which means most likely it's gonna cook in there. So you don't have to worry about none of that. Okay? So you get your shell and you just stuff the bad boys. Like that. And then put them in your pot. These are the most, if you look, one of my favorite type of food is Italian food. I love pastas. Girl, my weakness. Love, absolutely love. This right here is something you could prep over like tonight and eat it tomorrow. If you're going out of town and you're leaving your children at home with your man because you know your man ain't gonna cook shit. Instead of them eating out, you could leave this prepped and have them put it in the oven. And another little advice, whenever you boil these, whenever you turn off the water, you have to make sure that you're draining out that hot water. And then put more water in it and throw some icicles in there so that way the water gets cold. Because if you turn off the flame and you leave your noodles in there, even though the flame is not on, the hotness of the water is going to keep cooking it and then you're screwed. They're going to fall apart and then it's not going to hold the cheese or none of that. Okay. You don't have to overstuff them. The shells are pretty decent size. Yeah, you could use this exactly for lasagna as well. Some people use it with, so everybody makes lasagna differently. I've made it with ricotta cheese or I've made it with cottage cheese. It's just preference, to be honest. But the mixture that's in this, you can actually use it for lasagna as well. But I promise you, this is the most easiest, fastest dinner ever. And then, of course, your cheese bread, which I literally forgot, and I probably have some in the freezer, so I need to check. And don't forget el huevo. You need to put an egg in it. So just like how you're making lasagna, just like that. Lasagna, you put 1 egg in it. But these ones, you know, some lasagnas, if you use the the pasta that you don't have to boil, this one you do have to boil because the shells are not, they're not gonna get soft like some of the noodles for the lasagna. You know how you put them on there all hard and then in the oven they get soft? These ones don't. You have to pre-cook these. But yeah, if you want to make these for the night before and then just put foil and then have them pop it in the daytime. Just simple little, but they're so delicious, you guys. It's not even funny. I promise. 15 minutes to bake. And if you guys don't, like, let's say you're at the store and you forgot the full recipe, the actual box has their own recipe. So it says on here 15 minutes to prep and 30 minutes to cook, right? But it's all preference. And you could make this with like the cheese bread and some salad. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, dude, yesterday before we left, we went to go visit my grandma's sister, my mom's auntie. She's 88 years old, bro, and man, that shit made me so sad. Because, dude, like, she still lives in her original house, which is, like, in a really, really, really poor house. And that shit made me so sad to see her, like... But it was insanely crazy how she remembers everybody. She remembers our names. She knows everything about us, everything. And unfortunately, my abuelita, she didn't know us anymore. She didn't remember us. She didn't remember nothing. I have, you know, my mom was saying there was times that my abuelita would, like... all of a sudden remember everything, and then a few minutes later back to not knowing who we were. But her sister, bro, she's 88 years old, and let me tell you, she knows everything, everyone. She was even telling me that, you know, that I have that she prayed for my viejo. She said my viejo hubby. She's so funny that I would have a good viejo, and that she heard that Michael's a really good person because my mom talks really good about him. Her favorite nuero. But look, but I was so sad. That's what they look like. You could add more in the middle if you want, but I'm not gonna do that because I have another one here anyways. And then you could just add a little bit of this on top. So let me do that carefully, because last time this thing opened up on me, and no, amiga. It literally opened and the whole thing poured out. You guys remember that? So you just drop a little bit of this on top. It's more for the looks, to be honest. Because it's already in the mix. Okay? And then after this right here, you can add more tomato sauce. I'll sprinkle it on the top. And then you could add more cheese on the top, which I'm going to do that. Oh, I miss my grandparents. Yes, I was so like, aw, she made me so sad. See? And then you could add more tomato sauce, you know, on top. Sprinkle it a little bit, and then sprinkle a little bit of cheese, which I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you, okay? But I felt so bad for my grandma, like, I mean, for my mom's tia, which is basically, I think she's like my tia, but I don't know if it's like tia, something like that. So so for the inside of inside the shells, I use this cheese, which is thicker pieces. And then for the outside, what I'm gonna sprinkle, I'm gonna use this one. But anyways, yeah, she was saying that she prayed for me to have a good man in my life, and that she's really happy to hear that I have. Oh, wait, before I do that, hold on. Thank you, Jen. Before I do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of this on here. Thank you for turning it down. So get a spoon and just sprinkle a little on the top. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it because then it like makes it a little golden with the cheese. But she remembered everything, and I'm just like, oh, dude, pobrecita. This trip literally made me open my eyes into a lot of shit and realize a lot of stuff too, like a lot. Let me tell you, it was an eye-opener big time. But I'm glad I went and that I got to spend time with my mom too. Okay, now I'm gonna sprinkle the cheese on top. So let me show you what it looks like. If you can see, like that. And then el queso. Dude, I'm sorry, but if my food looks like throw up nasty, please tell me, and I will not go live and show you. Because I've seen people post food they're making or pictures, and I'm like, bro, that shit look disgusting. I'm sorry, but they be lying to you if they say that look good. So let me know if it does look nasty. Be honest with me, and I will not be up here grossing you guys out. So this is what it looks like. And then you just cover it with foil, and that's it. So there's one down, done. And then, sadly, we weren't able to make it to Soriana, which is the mall up there, to go get my churros, right? Which I was really, really sad about that. So we ended up, when we got back to my grandma's, because we went to go visit my prima, we went back to my grandma's house, and my tío was like, Flaca, you want to go get your churros? That's what my family calls me, Flaca. So I was like, yeah, and luckily up the street from my grandma's, there was a little puesto there, like them selling them, and oh my God, they were so good. I brought some home, you guys. So the inside of it is not just cheese. The inside of it is ricotta cheese, Parmesan and mozzarella, and an egg and some of this. And then on the outside, I just do the mozzarella sprinkle on the outside. So the inside has more, what is it? One, two, three different cheeses. But luckily my tío took me, and oh my God, the churros was so good. Hold on, I forgot to put the tomato sauce in here. You're Italian? Oh no, girl. Soy Mexican American, baby girl. I love Italian food is what I was saying. I'm not Italian. I am not Italian. I love Italian food is what I was saying. I'm Italian and we went, oh, I can't scroll down. I think I said we love making it. Girl, I love Italian food. Love it. Love, 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 love. And whenever you're doing this, you guys, one box of shells will make you more than 2 pizza containers full. But since I'm only going to make 2 of them, because I don't need anything more, in all reality, whenever you're getting your shells, get the ones that are not broken, because you'll have some that end up being broken. For example, like this, look. See how it's like all broken? Don't use those ones. Use the good ones. Especially if you're going to have extras. Get the ones that are perfectly in shape. And then just get the water out. I kind of like, not squeeze them hard, but like kind of squeeze a little bit like that, and it opens the shell. And in all reality, for this recipe, I ended up using only one of these, which is a 32-ounce ricotta container, and then the cheese. So, and I got a lot of shells out of it, to be honest. I might need more, but if I do, then I have another bucket. But girl, I wish I was... I had Italian skills on making dinner. Dude, anything pasta is my weakness. Love it. Love. Jaden loves these too. He's always saying they're his favorites. Everybody likes them. I like to make them because they're so easy to make. A ver si me alcanza. Because I might have to open that other little one. And that other bucket that I have, the other container I just bought, I could just make lasagna later on in the week. Hi, Anna. We're not going to share any pictures or say what color of dress Titi got her quince dress. Not because we're haters, just because she wants it to be a surprise, and not towards you guys or anything like that, but because I do have family that actually watches me, and I want them to be surprised as well, you know? So I'm not going to be posting no pictures or give any color-wise of what color she's going with. That's why. Not because I'm being a hater. Not because I don't want people that don't like me that watch me seeing it. No, I could care less. But it's out of respect for my daughter, and because I want it to remain a surprise for my family, you know? I have enough to make one more shell. And I kind of feel like maybe I don't need to make more than that. In all reality, because... Or maybe... Oh. Yesterday that we were, well, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we went to Esmod, which is a grocery store, to see if they had churros there. They didn't, right? But they had like a store where they were selling paletas. I got me una paleta de limon, like a water one, like a square one like this, de limon, and it was so good. They put chamoy on top, and I don't know what else on it. Girl, it was so delicious. I'm debating if I have literally enough for 2 more shells. Should I or no? I think I'm not. If I need to make more, I'll make more. I'm gonna save this sauce. Todo sucio. And then I'll save these noodles for Sissy. Put these eggs away. Okay. Oh shit, I cleaned this for nothing because I need to do the whole sprinkling thing. And then I forgot I put the spoon in this thing. Oh my god, dude, I got some good ideas on reglos for the quince. which I know I can make myself. So I'm pretty excited of that because I know I can make all that. So I seen like people making custom made bottles of Don Julio for the tables. Each table gets a bottle of Don Julio. But it's pretty cool how they made them, and I learned, like I actually learned how to make them, so I'm probably gonna be making one just to try it out. But basically you're gonna put, it's gonna have the back of it like kind of like this, I guess. So you know, the Don Julio, the top, the front, it's clear and see-through, right? So in the back you put a picture of her in her quinceañera dress, right? You put it on there. And then you're gonna go and cover this with tape, and then you spray paint the whole thing, or glitter it out, or whatever you want you do to it. Glitter, whatever you want. And then after that, you end up, you take it off and you put the little light on the bottom, and then the freaking lights will shine from the bottom because you put the lights on the bottom. So then when you take everything off, the lights start to flash and you can see through the bottle, and in the back it has her picture of her in her dress. Hi, Margarita. 25 to 30 minutes. It just really depends on your shells, on how much you fully cook them, because again, it's just cheese. It's cheese, right? So the cheese doesn't really take a long time. The cheese doesn't really take a long time to melt. It's more about the shells. But if you cook your shells to where it's like a few minutes before they're fully cooked, then you don't really need a long time. So you can do 15, 20, 25. I would say 20 to 25 minutes. But if your shells really need a lot more time, then I would do 30. But again, you guys, if you guys get a little confused and you buy this box, which comes with the jumbo shells, it literally gives you the instructions in the back. I never went off of these instructions only because I got the recipe on YouTube. But it actually helps. I mean, I go based off of the time on there. Like you do your thing, set your oven at 400. So let me show you real fast before there's this one. And this one. Jaden's all happy because he got a guitar, a real wood guitar. He's been wanting one. And yesterday, before we left, they had one in El Puente. Oh, I can't use this foil. It's all messed up. I hate that. Damn, I can't get that in there. But I brought some of the churros with us because they give you 7 churros in a bag. And girl, there was so many. I ordered so many of them that I ended up giving you some. some with me. So I need to get them out of the bag. 400 degrees in the oven. And I'm going to do mine for 25 minutes. And that's it, girl. That's it. Done and beauty. I hate when the foil does that. Like whenever it's all, and it's because of the way it got rolled out. Anyways, you guys, tomorrow Foxy Bay is dropping their new rotating curling iron. So keep an eye out. I will be going live to try mine with you guys. I gotta look for it, to be honest, because I don't even remember if they sent it to me or not. But I need to check. I don't remember. Bless you. Todos aplastados. Oh, hell no. They're not even aplastados. Tell me why these kids freaking, they ate them all. They're literally all full with cajeta, dude. They're so freaking good. It's not even funny. I'm about to eat these. I'm going to warm them up a little bit. But the guy that was out there selling the churros right up the street from my grandma's. You guys, my grandma's neighborhood is so different now. It's crazy. I remember all the places I used to go to, like the little tienditas up the street from the house, gone. I mean, they're still there, but there's no more tienditas. Like the tienditas are gone. So I'm gonna make one thing before I leave and then I'm going to eat. So I'm gonna make my little dessert that I've been making. Oh, I made stuffed shells. It's in the oven already, or I would show you, girly. But now I'm gonna make my cottage cheese dessert that I've been making because I freaking love it so much. Is this a new one? So that way tonight when I want to eat some, it's already made and I don't have to worry about making it. And some of you guys had asked if I can show you, but I've already made it a few times. April 22nd, 24. Yeah. Okay, whipped cream, cottage cheese, pineapple. So, if you've never tried this, girl, what? It's so good, but I think I'm gonna use this one better because it still has some. And save this. Jaden and his guitar. He's so funny. The whole way, bro. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The whole way. He was playing guitar and singing the ABCs. Okay. I could, you know what? I think I'm not even gonna use this. I'm just gonna make it in here since it's halfways. So you need candle burner and a spoon. And then whipped cream. And if you want to add pecans or anything like that, you can, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do none of that. And then I use this pineapple. Oh my God, girl, you are a workaholic. Hey, but you know what? It's worth it at the end, girl, when you get your money that you worked for. Ni se diga, amiga, ni se diga. Hi, Pedro. Whipped cream. So you just mix it with your cottage cheese. But I like to do a little, like, you want it. So cottage cheese is very, like, the taste is very powerful. So whenever you add the whipped cream, make sure that it's to the point where it's not all whipped cream. Because sometimes that can happen and you want it to taste sweet, but you can still taste the cottage cheese. So I can't even tell you the measurement on this. Just add until it's sweet enough for you, but you can still taste the cottage cheese. Simple. And I don't know why, out of all the cottage cheese I've tried, this is my favorite brand. The Daisy brand. A Daisy. And then just mix it. Try it. If it's not sweet enough, then add a little more. Hi, Danielle. So I'm gonna add more because it tastes a lot like the cottage cheese. And again, the goal is for it to be sweet. I saw the most saddest TC. I always say how the most saddest, but they're all sad, dude. Like, what the hell? This girl was cutting her baby's hair outside in her front yard, and this guy just straight up came and kidnapped her. And her life could have been saved, bro. But you know what? Like, in all reality, her life could have been saved. But sadly, the dispatcher didn't do their freaking job and cost her life, dude. In all reality. Literally, this girl gets kidnapped by some freaking guy, right? The girl that got kidnapped, her dad happened to be a police officer. So the girl already knew, like, what to do in case she got kidnapped, right? Like, she knew, like, try to pay attention, see what kind of car you're getting put in, what he looks like anything. Pay attention to details. In case you get a phone, then you can let the operator, you know, dispatch know. And anyways, she ends up getting the guy's phone. She calls 911 and the dispatch lady does her dirty, bro. The dispatch lady doesn't even, like, the whole time she's like yelling and yelling at the girl, telling her, like, what's your address? I need your address. I need to know where you are. And dude, the girl can't even let them know, bro. She can't even let them know that they're that she's kidnapped, because then the guy's gonna know, right? So she's just playing it off by saying, like, please help me. I want to see my children again. Like, why did you take me? Why did you take me? Please, this and that, right? So her thing is, well, by me saying all this stuff, the dispatcher is going to realize, you know what I mean? That I was kidnapped. No, dude, toda tonta. What channel do you watch those TC? All over YouTube. I watch them on YouTube. You know how there's a lot of channels that do TC discussions, or they talk about cases? That's where. So from all over, to be honest. But anyways, the dispatcher doesn't even snap, bro, that she's really, like, she's hinting it out to her, like, girl, I was kidnapped. What the fuck? I think we're good. I'm going to add a little bit more. One more of these and that's it. But anyways, she ends up whatever. So the guy keeps telling her in the background, like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Telling the girl that he kidnapped where the phone was. And then eventually he finds it and he takes the phone from her, right? So it gets all quiet. But either way, the dispatcher's so tonta, bro. Like, the whole time, she wasn't actually recording the calls. And I guess it must have been her first day or something. I don't know. So whatever. Now, the girl hung up, right? She's still kidnapped. She's with the guy. Whatever. After that, the dispatcher gets another call. And it happens to be the kidnapper's cousin. The kidnapper went to her house and asked for a shovel and rope and gas. And while they were talking, the girl that was kidnapped, she ends up getting out of the car and she's yelling at the uncle and the cousin, please help me, please help me, please call the cops. The guy goes, grabs the girl and puts her back in the car and then tells the uncle that they're role playing, that there's nothing wrong going on. And then they leave. He leaves with the shovel and all this stuff. So the cousin, she calls the cops, right? And guess who answers? The same dispatcher. So there she is, you know, like, asking, like, what kind of car is he? What was he doing? And all this stuff. So she sucks at her job, whatever. So now they know what kind of car it is because it kind of makes sense with the first girl, you know. So they start looking into it even more. And then after that, now the pineapple, I take all the juice out of it and then you just put the chunks in here. Then the girl, if you add the pineapple juice in it, it actually makes it taste better too. So that's just preference. So anyways, after that, while they're on the road, this lady on the road says that she's at a red light and this guy pulls up, right? This guy pulls up and she said that she could clearly hear a kid screaming in the back seat of the car. That she could hear some kid yelling very, very loud. So then she looks back at the back window and doesn't see nothing. And then looks at the guy and the guy's just like straight ahead looking. And then all of a sudden, the girl looks back again because she clearly sees a hand going like that to the fucking window, right? Banging on it. So the driver looks back at the girl. Well, doesn't even know it's a girl. She thinks it's a kid. She looks and the girl's going like this on the window. And then she looks at the guy and then that's when the guy makes eye contact with her. And the light turns green and the girl just goes, right? Now he's driving slow behind her. The girl calls the freaking dispatch 911. The same dispatch lady answers, bro. I'm not even lying, okay? She answers and she's like, we've been looking for this girl. The dispatch lady tells her, the caller, like, we've been looking for this girl. And then the driver is telling her, like, should I follow them? They're right behind me. Should I slow down and follow them? And the dispatcher is just yelling, basically saying, everybody's talking, what did she say? Everybody's talking so loud, I don't know who to listen to. Like, what the fuck? So then the girl keeps telling her, like, should I turn around? Should I slow down and follow them? They're behind me. He's right behind me. He's in a green 1990s Camaro. And then finally the girl ends up telling the dispatcher because she won't answer her. She tells the dispatcher they already turned. And she's like, should I follow them? They already turned off. Should I turn around and go back and follow them? And then the dispatcher finally tells her yes. So then by the time the driver, the girl that saw them, she turns around and comes back, they're gone, nowhere to be found. And the saddest thing, you guys, is that the whole time, the conversation, she never hit the record button for anything. She never bothered to reach out to other officers when the lady gave her the location of where they were driving. The dispatcher's job is to basically see if there's any officers in that area to go and send them after the guy, right? She didn't do none of that. Later on, when the whole situation ends, they found out that in all reality, there was an officer on like one of those streets where the guy turned into. He was parked on one of those streets. He could have stopped them and saved them. Anyways, that doesn't happen, right? So at this point, the lady just hangs up because they're gone and she can't find them no more. So now the dispatcher doesn't have nowhere to be found. That's it, you guys. That's all you do. Simple, done. Best freaking snack, dessert, whatever you want to call it. You could add pecans, you could add almonds, you can add whatever kind of nuts you want in it. It's really, really good. If you try it, let me know, because I'm gonna add the rest of these actually. So anyways, after that, they end up finding the guy, right? So somebody ends up calling dispatch, talking to someone. They don't talk to the same lady, they talk to somebody else, and it happens to be the uncle. Remember how the guy went to the house, to the uncle's house with the cousin, asking for the shovel and all that stuff? Well, the uncle ends up calling dispatch, and he says, you know, like, I don't want to give my name or anything, but so-and-so, you know, my nephew was here, and this is what happened, and which at this point, it was already too late. Eventually, they find the guy. They pull him over. Literally, this is the same day, bro. Just hours later. They pull the guy over, and it's so sad, bro, because they pull him over. They find the shovel in the back seat, in the trunk or whatever. Though he is literally covered in mud and completely wet. There's dirt all over, but there's no girl. They find the flip phone, the throwaway flip phone, in his pocket. That's why they weren't able to trace the call, even though the dispatcher wasn't even gonna freaking do it. So whatever. They take the guy to the jail, right? They start interrogating him, and he, like this, I want an attorney, and that was it. At this point, there's not even any way to try to find the girl, right? So then it's all over the news, right? It goes like viral all over the news and social media because they're trying to find the girl. They just arrested the guy. They still have hope that she might be alive, so it's all over the news. So then the lady that had called the cops the first time, she ends up calling again and telling them like, hey, I called earlier. I told them I seen them on the road. I can tell you where I saw them on the road and blah, blah, blah. And none of the other dispatchers had no clue what she was talking about. Because like I said, that's when they found out. That's when they find out that the dispatcher hadn't been recording any of the calls. She didn't record any of the calls. So the dispatcher didn't even know what this girl was even like talking about. Right? And she's like, if you guys need me to come in, you know, like I will come in and give you guys all the details I know, blah, blah, blah. All this shit. So whatever. 2 days later, the guy's in jail, right? So 2 days later, they start searching the area where the girl got the area where the guy got pulled over. They start searching that area 2 days later, right? Well, they end up finding the girl. I don't know how far away, maybe like, I don't know how far they said, but it's kind of like a 10-minute walking distance where they ended up finding the girl's body. This guy, you know, he had a GUN and he did what he did right in her head. And they found her body there and her bra thrown there, whatever, but she was gone, dude. And in all reality, she could have been saved because there was, like I said, there was an officer right there where the car had turned down. There was a cop there. But because the dispatcher didn't know how to do their damn job, the guy got away with it. And at the end, he didn't even have a reason to do it, you guys. That's the most saddest thing ever, because you would think, you know, like sometimes there is a lot of crazy people out there that they have a reason to do what they do, right? 10 more minutes and the food's done. But anyways, everybody, sometimes these people have they have an agenda, right? So they're taking lives for a reason. This guy was just weird. Like, he was straight up weird. So a lot of people that grew up with him, like grew up in the same neighborhood as him, they were saying that, I guess, that he was known to be a weirdo. Like, there was people that were catching him peeping, like he was peeping in people's windows. And that some people have said that they actually found him, you know, touching himself while he was looking in the windows of people, like being a big old creeper. But in all reality, he didn't even have a reason to do none of this. And people were thinking, like, they were assuming that the reason why he did it was because he was behind and was on his rent and stuff, like his mortgage. He was about to lose his house, so they thought that's why he did it, right? Like maybe he's doing it because he knows this girl has money, you know, because the dad's a cop and they're known for having money. Well, not because he's a cop, they have money, but that family is known for having money, right? So that's what the whole reason they thought he did it, but no, in all reality, he did it just to do it. He was passing by when he seen the girl outside of her house in her front yard, or I don't know, front or backyard, cutting her son's hair. So he went and grabbed her. He put the kids inside, I guess he put the kids inside of the house in the crib or whatever, and then he left. So that's why when the husband got home, he was freaking out. Like he instantly knew there was something wrong simply because the windows were all closed, when in all reality, the last time he talked to his wife, she was telling her husband that she was going to open all the windows in the house because it was the summer, right? So they were trying to save money by not using their AC, so that's why they had all the windows open. So whenever he went home and he seen that all the windows were closed, instantly he knew there was something wrong. But sadly, she lost her life due to basically nothing. I mean, this guy didn't even try. Like, he just did it to do it, which is freaking insane. Maybe he did it to get out of, like, just to go to prison so he didn't have to pay rent or do anything no more because his life was already all crap, you know? But I'm like, dude, that's fucked up, dude. Like, in all reality, the dispatcher did her so, like, didn't save her life. Like, this girl knew exactly what to do because of her dad being a cop. She knew, like, she basically gave everything, she did everything in her power to try to save herself, and the dispatch people left her hanging, which is really messed up. Boy, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know where it happened, to be honest. I have no idea. I didn't pay attention to where it happened. But it's a new story, so I don't know when it happened. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to get off. Oh, I was going to show you. Let me see if I can find it first of all, and I'll show you guys. Cash App? PayPal? That's the kind of language I talk. Cash App? PayPal? I think this is it. This is the one that I believe is dropping tomorrow. So let me put you guys right here. A ver, because I have my tripod right here. So this is dropping tomorrow, you guys. Hold on. I'm not gonna take them out because they're not done. So, plus I already showed them. So this is what's gonna drop tomorrow, you guys. The rotating pearl white gold twirl boss drops tomorrow. I've had this one for a while. They were working on this to drop pretty soon, which is beautiful. Look at her. Remember, you guys, if you use my link, you get a discount. With my code, you get even more money off. But this is a rotating wand, so it actually rotates on its own by just pushing the buttons on it. So you clip your hair at the bottom, and then you push the button for it to rotate to the left or for it to rotate to the right, and it rotates on its own. So I'll be going live tomorrow to show you guys how this one works. I'm actually going to do it tonight and mess with it and see how it looks. I added more layers on my hair, so I'm really curious to see how my hair looks. But this one drops tomorrow. But I'm not going to take my shells out because they're not done yet. If you guys want to see what they look like, feel free to watch the beginning of the live because I showed them before I put them in the oven. Other than that, I'm going to go and eat because I have like 10 more minutes. Or I don't know how many minutes I said, but they're almost done, girl. And yes. I'll post a picture if you want. I'll post a picture. Because there's 5 minutes to go, but I can't show you guys because they're covered with foil. This guy, I can't see it, girl. They got filtered. Facebook be working hard today. Facebook be working hard today. No manches. Serenity wanted some hot fries, and there's some here from our trip. Dude, I don't even know how freaking the way people drive in Juarez is insane. I'm telling you guys, like, their driving is fucking crazy, bro. I was like, there's just no way in hell. Because I have to go back, like I said, I gotta go back 2 times for Serenity's dress, for the details and all that. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I told my mom, either you're coming or Michael's coming, because I am not driving, bro. The way they drive out there is fucking insane. Like, when I tell you that they don't, like, my mom kept forcing herself in there, and I would just close my eyes because I was like, fuck, dude. And she said, pues si no te metes, no te van a dejar entrar. She kept saying that, like, if you don't force yourself in, they will not let you in, and you'll be here for days. Especially, like, right there by El Puente, because of the line being so long. There's no way we were going to be able to cross through there. Sorry, guys. I'm going to throw some laundry, but I'll post some pictures of my shells. I think I'm going to... Oh, there's my freaking curler. I think I'm going to come back. I don't know if I'm going to do a makeup live, but maybe. If not, maybe I'll come and do roses or something. But I will come back. Thank you to everybody that messaged me all weekend. I appreciate all the messages I got all weekend. Everything you guys sent me this weekend. I really appreciate it. Like I said. Thank you. I love you guys all so much. Oh, by the way, welcome to all the new Slay girls. Welcome to the Slay fam, sis. We have a lot of new girls, so welcome to them. So I will see you guys in a little bit, and I'll post a picture if you guys would like to see what... I've made these already and did it on live before, but I just figured... Thank you, girly. Thank you, Anna. Oh, shit. I gotta go tomorrow. I have to go... Well, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I gotta go to the post office to get... I'm gonna be posting the giveaway, you guys, that I've been telling you guys I was gonna do. I will be posting it this week, and that is a promise. So that way we can pick the winner for that. Those 2 winners. Plus, I got my tracking number for my package for the restock, so we'll be restocking soon. I know a lot of you guys have literally been waiting forever, over a month already, for me to restock on the lippies and the lashes and lip liners and all that good stuff. So I should be getting that this week as well. And I'm going to do a huge restock sale, so you guys keep an eye on that, because I know a lot of you guys are waiting to restock on your favorites, and it makes me so freaking happy and excited to even say that a lot of you guys like my stuff and are restocking on your favorites. Like, that is so freaking cool, man. Like, the hell? I appreciate you guys. But okay, I will see you guys in a little bit if I decide to come back. I gotta go and see about ordering a birthday cake for baby boy, because his birthday is this Thursday. And I'm gonna take him a cake to school. And then we're planning his birthday party too, but we're gonna do the whole cake and all that at school for him. And I gotta plan all that, but yeah. I will see you guys all later, and I'll post some pictures on the shelves. You guys have a good one if I don't see you. If not, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.